Steel is an alloy made from a mixture of iron and another element, depending on the type of steel. Explain why steel is much harder than pure iron by referring to their structure and bonding for 3 marks. So the question's really asking, why are alloys harder than pure metals? So we know that alloys are a mixture of different metals, so they're a compound. Why are compounds harder than pure metals that are made of all the same atom? Well, steel will therefore contain atoms of different elements, which we've spoken about. It's a compound, and compounds contain atoms of multiple different elements. So there'll be iron, but there'll also be some other elements mixed in there, depending on the type of steel it is. Those atoms will be different sizes. Remember that atoms of different elements will have different structures, and so will be different sizes. So that will distort the layers. So if you think of a pure metal, you're going to have a pure iron, you're going to have multiple layers in a giant structure, a lattice of iron, ions, and they'll be in perfect layers. Whereas in steel, you've got a mixture of different atoms of different elements, so it's going to be distorted layers. It's not going to be as neat and tidy. This means that greater force is needed for the layers to slide over each other, and it's the force required for those layers to slide over each other which determines the strength of the metal. So steel will be far harder because it contains different sized atoms of different elements, which means that the layers are distorted and more force is required to get those layers to slide over each other.